What up? Back once again. Today, we are playing the number one deck played in Ultimate Champion, or a better way of wording that would be the deck played by the number one Ultimate Champion right now, which is like a Lava Loon Balloon deck, which I'm going to be honest, I'm not typically the greatest with this type of deck, but I don't care because I need to get some of these trophies back that I've lost over the past couple days, so I am resorting to just copying this guy instead of doing whatever I want. I was considering putting guards in here because he has Evo skeletons and or Evo Skarmy, and I do not. So I was thinking, well, I already actually moved the Evos around. So he has Evo Inferno Dragon and Evo Skarmy. I don't have either of those, so I have these two instead. But I thought, you know what? Let's just at least keep the cards the same. You know what I mean? I'll move stuff around, but let's at least keep the cards the same. Okay. See, now this is the sort of problem with decks like this. Also, having a level 12 Inferno Dragon doesn't help. I didn't even realize that. But you know what? I think I might be able to go for maybe a balloon here. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So we're going to go for a balloon. We need to sort of weed out his counters. I'm going to arrow. Okay, well, I would have liked arrows for that. You know what? No, actually. Because I'm tower level 16, I should be able to just let that hit. I'm just going to throw a bomber here. Hopefully that will clean up pretty nice. And that should be okay. All right. We are... no, we're not. We're actually, technically, we are up. But usually with decks like this, you know what? We're going to Lava Hound. Decks like this, it doesn't matter if you're up or down a couple hundred damage, because these are more take your entire tower in one push type of thing, rather than, you know, like a hog cycle or just really any cycle where you're just sort of, you know, slowly beating, well, not beating them down because this is beat down, but slowly whittling them down. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to balloon here because that Lava Hound otherwise will just do absolutely nothing. So we're going to snowball just to slow this John down here. Arrows. Good arrows. Okay. And see what I'm talking about? That should be tower down. And it is. All right, well, so far this is going pretty pristine, I have to say. Yeah, 30 seconds left. I'm going to, I think, just let that hit and then do this, right? And then maybe this, right? I know that's going to sort of get eaten up by that Mega Knight, but yep. All right, we are perfectly fine. And now 15 seconds. Please kill that. Okay, now we're just going to block the lane up with that. And we win. So, yeah, already, pretty easy. Pretty easy. I gotta say, I can definitely see it does, you know, do pretty well too against Ronan, the meta, because there is not, besides Skarmy, and that might be why he has Skarmy instead of guards actually, but Ronan does not get any value against this deck whatsoever, like literally at all. So that is certainly pretty nice considering how ridiculous that card is. Also, guards would have let that hit right there. You know what? I think right now we're just going to cycle a Inferno Dragon. I would cycle a Bomber because it's cheaper, but in Lava Hound decks and just decks with a lot of air cards, you don't want to cycle. You're like this and Skarmy are my only ground troops, so you don't really want to be doing that. I think I'm going to now, though, just because he's sort of not really showing me anything that I'm too concerned about. That is, I think he's just going to play Hog. Hog, I don't know what spell he has. Doesn't matter because we don't have a building. I know he has Log, but this is fine. All right, so we're going to go for a Lava Hound probably in this lane. The only reason I'm doing that, okay, well, you know, I was actually going to say, because if he plays anything, I'll get a counter push going in this lane, but for some reason he's starting to push in the right. I don't know why, and he has Valk. Okay. You know, I think we're just going to do this here. Just get one minion on that. Two, apparently. I did not know that was going to happen. Okay, well, he uses Inferno Tower. Inferno Tower is an annoying counter, but he did use it. So I'm kind of thinking I want to get something going a little bit over here. We're going to have to let that hit, I think. The Firecracker. This hog I really can't afford to let hit, so I'm not going to. And yeah, all right. So you know what? That's a lot of elixir. I am 99% sure he's not back to Inferno Tower. He might be now because of that E-Spirit. But if he's not, this is huge. Ooh. All right. Big here. We're going to arrows that. That's going to get maybe another hit. Yes, sir. Okay. Well, I got to say, for somebody that is not a fan of this deck, yeah, this is working pretty well. Or not a fan of this deck. Oh, that was a mistake, my boy. But not a fan of Lava Hound decks in general. This is going pretty good. I'm really... It's not a lot of brain power, I'm not going to lie. That's the main thing here. You can just sort of play this, and... we got to catch the Inferno Tower here. Oh, we did. Successfully, actually. Okay, well, we're just going to arrows that, and then... Yeah, okay. We should be good here. This should honestly be a tower down. He's going to fireball. It's not going to matter. That's tower. All right. And we win. Good game. Okay, well, so far this is going really good. You might be noticing this yellow band I have on my wrist, and I'm not Ben 10. I'm actually, I went to like a amusement park type thing today, which was why I was thinking I might not get a video out. But fortunately for you, I could, because my mom's going on a walk, so I was able to squeeze a quick little recording in here. It is 4 o'clock. Probably be able to edit this pretty quickly, and so obviously you're seeing it, so you're gonna have a video today. But yeah, so hope you guys have been enjoying your summer. By the way, I feel like most of the people watching this are in school, so that's why I say that. If you're working, I apologize for sort of rubbing it in your face a little bit. But yeah, I'm having a great time. I don't know about you, but that's going to be me maybe in a couple years, or maybe not, because, see, and this is the only problem. Now I need to cycle back to, that's really annoying. Cycle back to Skarmy, which I did, but I'm honestly not gonna, I'm just gonna sort of let that go, I think. I think that freeze is a little too expensive, and I think I'm going to go for this in a bomber. Yeah, all right. But yeah, maybe YouTube works out though, and I don't actually have to, and I can rub in the employed class face all I want, that you guys don't get a summer break, which I wouldn't get a summer break either if I decide to do YouTube, or not really decide to if I can. But it is something I enjoy doing, and I know a lot of people do not like their job, and I actually I am employed, work like once a week. It's not much. It's a retail store too, so it's not very demanding, but I might have to split a Skarmy here. Because I need this for Mega Knight. So this is a bit of a rough matchup, I can't lie, but okay, we're going to go minions for that, and double elixir kind of has to come, like, soon. I need that. Okay, you know what? Holy lag. What was that? Okay. You know what? I think we're just going to have to go for this. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah. All right. Yo, stop. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of damage. I'm going to take a lot of damage, but we are, at the end of the day, we're fine. So he might Mega Knight. I just need to basically hang on until that Lava Hound gets to his tower, because when that Lava Hound gets to his tower, so will this balloon. You know what? I'm going to go other lane here, I think. I meant for that to be the other way around, but it's okay. Yeah, so we're just gonna... Ooh. Did he make a mistake? I can't tell. He doesn't have... No, he does have Minion Horde. I might have to pre-arrows this. Alright, we're fine. That's a tower. Okay. I did hit the pre-arrows. I don't think I had to. You know what? I might not even defend this tower. Yeah, I'm not going to. Alright. I think he loses. We're just going to be able to go for this in a balloon in the pocket here. And I don't think he can do that much about this. I'm just going to snowball that just to slow it. Oh, he has freeze. You know what? That is not great, actually, for me. Okay, well, we still get damage. We're going to go for this and this here. Okay, really good bomber by me. Going to be able to clean up everything here. I'm going to let that lock on, I think, and then minions. All right. Yo, hello. Oh, my God. I do not lose this. There's no shot. There's no way I lose this. Okay. Balloon, go. Lock in. Okay, we need arrows this now. And then potentially snowball. Did I just lose? I think I did. I think I just lost. Oh my god, bro. There's no way. There's actually no way I just lost that. Okay. It's perfectly fine, actually. I don't care. I'm well centered. My feng shui and yin and yang is all centered, and I'm completely zen, so we're okay. This pillow's messing me up though, so that's gonna go over there. All right, so possibly the last game of the video here. It depends how this goes. It depends how greedy I get. I don't know what to play into that. I'm not even kidding, so I'm just gonna snowball. But hopefully we can end on a win here. I'd like to. Okay. I would like to start getting higher trophies so I can play ranked next season. I'm going to actually have to... All right, you know what? Good thing I did that. I was considering not, but looking at how he lightninged, wow, minion range is more than I thought. That guy, he was like a noticeable distance from the tower there. I could probably win here if I just went balloon, but I think I'm going to play it safe. You know what? I don't think I am going to play it safe. I think I'm going to go for this here. Then we're going to snowball all that. Okay, yep. We should win. Not win, but this should get tower here. He just doesn't have the elixir. One more hit and that does it. All right, yeah, even with death damage. And we don't even need the death damage. We're just going to take him straight home, call an Uber for him right away. This guy's cheeks are officially clapped, and now I am basically just going to hold on for dear life until, what, a minute and a half from now? Yeah, that was not as confusing, and I made it, for some reason, I struggled to think of the right number there, but that is exactly what it said in the top right, so I knew he was going to do that. All right, we're going to have to scar me. You know, don't really want to, but we have this. We're going to have to let that magic archer hit, by the way. That's going to walk up and completely, that's fine. Okay, that didn't even do anything. I'm honestly considering taking this guy's other tower. Just because he did that, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm itching my ankle a little bit. Not great. I was playing soccer the other day, yesterday, and in my yard has some poison ivy in it, and of course, I took it upon myself to be the ball boy. So that was awesome. I got to, just sort of ruin my life there for a little bit, but it's fine. It's not that itchy. I don't think it's poison ivy really. Okay, wizard should walk up and get hit by that. He didn't because he's a loser, but that's fine. If I want, I can take this tower. I might not even need to though, which is the thing here. Let's see. Is he gonna lightning? Probably. Okay. You know what? Because he did that, I might need to actually... No, we're okay. Surely we're fine, right? I'm going to go for this just in case that takes my tower. 4, 3, that does take my tower. But it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Now, if I lose this, I'll be very mad. Honestly. Please. P.E.K.K.A, chill. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. We are ending on that video. We are ending the video with that game. But, jeez, dude. Holy guacamole. That was close. It's okay. That was a nail biter. Fortunately, we come out on top there like I always do. And, yeah, all right. So let's just check the battle log here before I, hop off for the day, master. All right, we're just checking, seeing who I'm winning against, who I'm losing to. These guys do not appear to be the best players. But that's fine. A win is a win, you know what I mean? Whatever, I don't care. All right, anyway, so sorry for the short video, but whatever. At least I made one. Like, comment, sub, share with your dad, mom, brother, sister, dog, cat, and parrot. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.